I'd probably take your wallet and drive off with your car right now.
Things were just really tough on me as a kid. I had to grow up really fast.
I always had to do what I had to do.
Felt like people just left me. All the police came, arrested us.
I think all the pressure just was too much for me.
I just wasn't a good person, and I knew it.
Dealing with abandonment was one of my issues. I had grew up in foster care all my life, and my mom left me, my dad left me. I got adopted when I was 2 by my grandmother, and I got put back in foster care when I was 5, so I felt like she left me.
No father, you know, it was always blank, you know, I always had to do what I had to do to survive. It was basically I was surviving for my mother.
I went through like 32 different foster homes, so I just always felt like people just left me all the time.
I never stole anything unless it was provided for the family.
Nobody's born bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's just decisions that they're faced with, you know what I mean?
I was called the jackrabbit. I couldn't stay at home because I would run away, they would bring me in the front door, put me in my bedroom. Before they got back to the living room, I was out the bedroom window again. There was a lot of stress in my home.
Me and a bunch of kids went into a house they were fixing up, remodeling, and kids put contact cement on the walls, set it on fire.
One common denominator of every adult criminal is that they were all children at one time. And there was a moment in time when there was an opportunity to engage them with an opportunity to have a second chance. And that was really what Jack and Ruth Eckerd were all about when they founded Eckerd 41 years ago. People really didn't know what to do with these youth, and Jack and Ruth Eckerd said there's got to be a better way.
I think I already knew inside that I had been affecting other people, but just didn't care. Just living your life and trying to get by, and you've had so many people spit on you and throw dirt in your face, you're just like, I don't want to trust anybody. I
didn't know who to look towards, I was just that type of person, real stubborn.
But when I went to EYA, it was a situation where here's a group of kids that have been through the same things or similar situations, and even the counselors have been through this, and you're just forced to deal with it. You know what I mean? It's confronting.
You cannot chastise a kid or correct a kid unless you have a relationship with him. That relationship was the bond that held us together.
I never had anybody actually really care about what I did until I got there. In my life, I was pretty much independent.
Your heart has to touch the heart of a child for things to change. That child has to know that you sincerely care.
Slowly the realization came to me that I was responsible for my behavior, and I tried to mirror their behaviors, and when a problem came up, I tried to step up and start taking responsibility for that.
Eckerd cares and understands, and you see the benefits from Eckerd.
I took in so much from everybody over there.
I learned that everything good in me, the good that my mother saw, the good that my father saw, the good that my camp counselors saw, is exactly who I am. And I actually met myself at camp.
The problems don't change, you know what I mean? The kid may be different looking, different background, different whatever, but the problems don't change.
Boys aren't everything, drugs aren't everything, your friends aren't everything, your family's everything to you. Anyways, your parents love you, and they'll send, if they don't know what to do, they'll send you to a place like this, hopefully, like my parents did. And that was because they love me, and this is just like a huge gift that my parents gave me.
If I didn't have this outlet, I'd probably be dead right now, man, or on the way. 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot in the prison.
I'd be lost, very lost, and would understand, how to become an adult and how to understand an adult life.
If I wouldn't have got sent to this camp, I probably would have ended up in jail. Could have been up in jail, or I could end up dead on my path that I was going.
I very easily could have been on a road to prostitution, an unwed mother, and a drug abuser. And I think that if it hadn't have been for what I learned at camp and the people who invested time and effort into me as a human being, they would have got someone who did not contribute to society, but detracted from it and was a problem in it. And I'm none of those things. I'm everything that I should be.
You should feel so fortunate and so blessed that you won the lottery and you did work hard and things worked well for you and you've got a lot of money. Thank God. Way to go. Good job. But for all of the myriad of other folks that things didn't work like that for them, not by any choice of their own. They weren't born into that family. They didn't get to go to college. They didn't have parents. Whatever their situation may be, for all of those other people that didn't have your opportunity, even if it was just an opportunity to get to work hard and pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, you had the boots. There are people who didn't get the boots.
You're looking at a success story right now. So if you're thinking about giving money to help some kids out, you don't know what's sitting in that camp right now, man. You could be talking to the next A-Rod, you could be talking to like the guy that's going to invent something to cure this. They just need that one person to, like, you know, dig in their pocket and be like, you know what, I'm going to invest into these kids and their future because they're going to be running this country. You know what I mean?
We are here to ensure that every child has an opportunity to succeed. The same vision and the same heart that really gave birth to Eckerd Youth Alternatives was that dream of always being about finding a way for every child to have the opportunity to succeed. Every child deserves a second chance.